It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Seattle. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already here, they're audible to something else. Richardson going right to the air. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Richardson looking to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Motion man right, that's Pierce. Now Richardson looks to throw once more. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
They go play action with Richardson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Richardson. The connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Colts first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Richardson going to shift things up. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Richardson off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Play action. Now Richardson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's now 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, Spencer Schrader on here for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to Walker on first down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's Darnold. And Walker has it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw, Darnold. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Seahawks at 9-4 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Seahawks 14. Nixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Richardson going to change the play here. They go play action here on 1st down. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Richardson. He'll buy some time running. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up forcing the incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. In motion, the tight end. Here's Richardson to throw. That complete to Downs. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Richardson out of the shotgun. They'll get this one to Pittman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now Richardson back to throw it. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The shotgun snap for Donald. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. After the run, now Darnold to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game, and they're losing.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Paulie, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Richardson looking to throw. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now as he gets to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Richardson going to move him around. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Pierce in motion left. Now Richardson. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have recovered. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Walker to start the drive. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw is Darnold. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively.
How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here's Darnold. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Colts 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
And the Colts 1st down.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
Richardson's pass.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
Pierce. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This taken in by Downs. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Let's one go downfield for Pierce. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Richardson working from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and goal, Richardson. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the back after the INT. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down, Colts.
Here's Richardson to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Second and 2. That one finds Pierce right side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard on the Seahawks.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
First down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. That was signaling a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson out of the shotgun.
Flush to his right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Richardson. And he's got it. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Richardson to throw it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Buried behind the line by Shaquille Griffin on the corner blitz.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Richardson.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Now Richardson.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Throwing now is Richardson.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Richardson looking to throw it.
And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Seahawks, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.